Okay, so I was thinking, I've been thinking about just this past few years, when I had to stop working, when I got sick, and was no longer able to work anymore. I did try to work for a while after, I had my surgeries and my, chemotherapy, radiation, and all that. And after I got through with all of that and all the damage that it did, as we know, it did get to the point where I had to stop working. And it really wasn't by choice, but at the same time, it really was kind of a blessing in disguise, so to speak. Being medically retired was not my, I wasn't planning on retiring. It just kind of all fell that way, and is whereas like my employer was, they were kind of tired of me having health issues and having to cover for me, or me being gone one day, and sometimes most of the time not a planned absence. So I mean, it all worked out for the best, for my best and their best, I'm sure. um, so it's obviously led me to being at home, and being able to focus on my passions. And since I've been doing, started my YouTube channel and everything, really excited about that. And YouTube was like not one of my passions. Like, I didn't just, always want to do YouTube, but never had the time for it. YouTube wasn't really, I never just thought about doing YouTube. I thought it would be cool. Like, it's just, I always had so much going on, like in my real life, working with my career and with raising kids and everything. I love makeup, I love fashion and beauty. Anybody will tell you, Um, but was it like something that I always dreamed of? No, just something I've always enjoyed. I love doing makeup. I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. I don't have a degree. I don't have a certificate. But I'm gifted in that area. So I know my stuff. I know how to do makeup and makeup looks and different, techniques. Um, just because sometimes it's just a natural gift, you know, artist, the painting behind me, my daughter painted it. And one of my daughters, because I have two daughters that are both very, very, very good artists. Um, and she just painted that like nothing. Um, it's her gift. She's gifted to do that. Um, so we have passions and we have gifts. And then I've been saying, oh, I'm doing what I'm passionate about. I'm doing makeup now, and it's because I'm passionate about it, and I'm, always wanted to do, what I was passionate about, but never had the time to do it. And the whole thing that I just kept saying over and over was, makeup is my passion. It's my passion, and it's like, I'm passionate about doing makeup, but it's actually a gift. And I'm very passionate about the gift that God gave me to do makeup. Not everybody, is about makeup. Not all females, go to the extreme that I go to, and that a million other females go through. Like, it's not just me, but you get crap from people about, oh my God, you have so much of this and so much of that. But it's because it's something that I am passionate about. It's not just something that I decided to just do because I didn't have nothing else to do. It's something that I've thoroughly enjoyed doing my whole life. Yes, now is the time for me to shine, if that's what you want to say. But I think where we as humans, where we run into the problem and where we get disappointed and we feel defeat, and we feel like failures, is because we think that we're supposed to go after our passions, go after what you're passionate about. But sometimes what you're passionate about and what you're actually gifted for are two different things. Um, so, like, for instance, I love to sing. Like, I love to sing. I love music. I love dancing. Like, I think I sing good, but it's not my gift. You know, I'm pretty sure I don't have the worst voice, but I definitely know I'm not a singer. Will I ever be a professional dancer? No. Would I love to be a professional dancer? Yes, I would. I mean, if I could go back in time and take dance, yeah, I could take dance now, but realistically, like, to have a career in dancing and that type of thing, because I love to dance. Like, if any opportunity I have to dance, I do it. Like, I'll do it at home by myself. Like, any chance I have to dance, I love dancing. I love music, but I'm not passionate about it enough to pursue it, to go after it, to, you know, chase after that dream and have that be my career. But I am passionate and gifted with makeup. So this is why I've chosen to do YouTube, because what better way to share my gift, and not only is it my gift, but it's also my passion. We are all passionate about a lot of different things in our lives, and don't confuse the two, because sometimes they are one and the same, but at the same time, I don't know, let's say you would love to be a doctor. Okay, God, I would just love to be a doctor. It'd be so cool to be a surgeon, or, you know, a lawyer or a fireman, but it's not your calling. And we have to be realistic also. Was it my calling to do makeup and do YouTube? It must have been. It was in the stars. It was already written, as part of my story. And I'm just super excited for this journey. You know, I keep saying that. I've said it so many times, and I'll probably just keep saying it. But I'm excited because I'm discovering new things. I'm discovering new things about myself, that I didn't even know. But like I said, the more I think about it, the more I was beating myself up, because I was, you know, obviously having troubles recording, because I'm not a professional. It's not my specialty. It's, you know, I'm not a movie director. I'm not a cameraman. I'm not an IT person. I didn't go to school for computers, you know. There are people who have done that, and there are people who are called to do that. So for me, starting this second career after 30 some years, yeah, it's difficult, and it's going to be difficult for anybody starting a new career. If you, I don't know, maybe you were a fireman for 30 years, or a lawyer, and for some reason you had to stop, and there's something that you've really enjoyed, and all the time you were a lawyer and all the time you were a fireman, you know, you still enjoyed it, but could you give it your 100% focus? No. But now you can. And if you're really passionate about it, and if you truly believe in your heart of hearts that this is what you're meant to do and what to be, then go after it. I could very easily say, you know what, this is just too hard. Like, it's too hard. You know, I don't want to spend hours of recording time and then have that footage just sitting there, you know. But I really had some long talks with myself, and I do a lot of motivational stuff. Obviously, I read the Bible. I read scripture. I share scripture every day on my Instagram and my Twitter. I try to live it, walk it. You know, we can talk the talk, but do we walk the walk? Like, I really try with all that I have to be that person. You know, I'm not gonna just post a scripture on Instagram but not live that, and not be that person, or, you know, not loving your neighbor, and you know what I'm trying to say. I'm really trying to walk my talk, and so I was beating myself up because I was struggling, and I'm just like, why is, it just uploaded and then it's gone, or it uploaded and it got to 98% and it got stuck, and not looking at those as negatives. Like, I could very easily say, okay, obviously this isn't meant to be, because why would it upload to 98% and then just get stuck? I could look at that and just give up and just quit and just say this is just too hard, because it is hard. YouTube is hard, you guys. Like, I really have to give credit to all the people who have succeeded at YouTube, who are still out there. Some have made it really big already, and it took, I'm sure, a lot of long hours. Like, you just become YouTube famous overnight. Although I would love to be an overnight YouTube sensation, um, but everything has its timing, and I trust the process. I believe, I know for me, I'm not going to give up. I have no intention on giving up. I'm going to keep trying and keep researching and keep watching hours and hours of videos like I was doing before. And share my, my tricks and my knowledge, and I'm learning from you guys. Like, I'm learning. We're all still learning. And I think even if you're gifted, and even if it's something that you're passionate about, and maybe it's something maybe you were a teacher for 25 years, we can all still learn, you know. I can learn from you, you can learn from me, we can learn from our own mistakes, hopefully. But yeah, guys, so just don't beat yourself up. If you try something, if you go after something and it's not working, don't think that it's just not meant to be. You know, don't think, well, God, I'm so passionate about it and it's just not working. Ask yourself, is this something that if that I'm gifted for? Like, you might not even know if you're gifted for it. But I think, like, I know I'm not a singer. I know that I'm probably never going to be a lead singer in a band, or I'm probably never going to, I might be part of a choir, or I would really love to be part of Hillsong United. You can look that up. But they're amazing. It's an amazing Christian group, and I would love to be like a backup singer in that. And that I could probably do. That's a possibility. It's not that far-fetched. But am I going to be, have a CD out next year? No, that's not going to happen. Because that's not my passion, and it's not my gift. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I can sing and worship like no other. But this is what I'm called to do right now. And I'm super passionate about it with all of my heart. And I know that I'm going to continue, and I'm going to fall, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to make mistakes, and hopefully learn from those mistakes. But I'm really, really enjoying this ride. And it's just it's just funny how life works. Like, you're just going along, the path, and you don't know what's around that next corner. You don't know what life is going to hand you, or I think I said this in a couple of videos, just about, I don't know, like the hand you're dealt, and what are you going to do with the hand you're dealt, and how are you going to look at your life, and just being and doing. Stay true to yourself. I think my main thing is just be true to who you are. Be true to what you know you want, and don't let that fear of failing, or fear of it might not work out, or fear of, hey, maybe it will work out. Maybe we're afraid of succeeding and all the attention that's going to bring, because we have other insecurities, that go deeper, of not wanting to be the focus. But okay, I don't want to be the focus, but here I am. Hey guys, a million, whoever's watching. Hopefully it'll be a million one day. But you know what? I'm not really going to stress out about the numbers. I'm really not going to stress out about how many people are watching and how many people aren't. And do I want a lot of people? Yeah, I want to reach a lot of people, because I feel like this is a platform that I've been given to, to share my life, to share my knowledge about life, not just makeup and health and beauty, but about my journey, about, like I said before, abuse, domestic violence abuse, childhood abuse, addictions, you name it, type of addictions, fears and insecurities, and things that I've learned and things that I've taught myself and things that I've maybe picked up watching a motivational speaker or reading a book. But don't beat yourself up, you guys. Don't think that because you're passionate about it and it doesn't work out that it's not meant to be. We are all gifted for different things. And I'm not saying that your passion and your gift are not the same thing, and that, okay, if you're passionate about it and it doesn't work, that means it's not your gift. I don't mean that at all. What I'm trying to say is, if you feel that something is your passion, being a writer, let's say you're passionate, you want to be a writer, but you just, time's going by and you're writing here and you're writing there, but it's just not like coming together, and you don't even know the first clue about how to be a writer. Because I'm writing a book. I started writing a book about 7 years ago, about my life. And I got all the way up to about, I think in my book I'm about up to age 15 or 16. But then I stopped because I don't really know what I'm doing. Do I really even want to write the book? I mean, I'm using this as a platform to share my life. Does the book really need to be out there? Who's going to publish my book? Who's going to proofread my book? Like, I have no idea, right? So I could just be so upset because I really want to write this book. I've been wanting to write it for 10 years. I finally started it 7 years ago. But here I am, have gotten nowhere with the book. And maybe you want to be a writer. Maybe, like I said, you've done something for 20 years and all of a sudden you want to be a writer. It could work. You could sit down and start writing a book and have a book published within the next year or two. Because little did you know that was your gift. And how our life starts and what our careers are and our career paths and the paths that our lives take us based on the decisions and choices that we make early on in life. Some choices were made for us, and there's nothing we can do about that. But you can make choices and changes at any given time. Tomorrow's always a fresh start, a new day. But go after what you're passionate about. Don't think that if it doesn't work out that it's not meant to be. What is meant to be will be. And no matter what anybody says or does, people can try to talk you down and talk you out of doing certain things because maybe it's their fear of you succeeding. And it's a hard pill to swallow when you want something so bad and you're passionate about it, and you have loved ones, and we want our loved ones to support us and to love us, but sometimes you're not going to get that support, and you have to be okay with not getting that support, and still pursue your dreams and your passions anyway. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is it won't work out, and it's okay, because it will work out maybe later on down the line or in a different way. But it doesn't mean you just stop doing it because it didn't work out the first time or the second time or the third time. Just don't give up and don't quit. Don't beat yourself up if it's not working out. Don't let somebody, put in your head that I told you it was a bad idea. I told you that it didn't make sense, and I told you that why would you want to do that after 20 years or 30 years? And I mean, I would give anything to have the gift of somebody else, like my daughters, they're artists. Like, that would be perfect for me right now because I'm at home. I could do art and, sell it or go into a gallery or something, and they both have those amazing skills, that they can actually do that. But they have to be passionate about that enough to actually put that in motion, you know. Are either one of them, you know, taking that as their career path, or is that just like their hobby? They're both amazing and they both can do it and work a job. And, you know, I mean, I would give anything to be able to just freehand a picture like that. And, I mean, it's not my gift, so it won't happen. But you know what? I love and support their gifts, and I love and support, you know, something that a loved one wants to pursue. And not everybody's going to support your gift and your passion. And like I said, you have to be okay with that. And you have to be your number one supporter and your number one fan. And, you know, just don't give up. Don't give up. Follow your heart. Follow your, you know, there's such a fine line, and there's such a, you know, people say, well, if you follow your heart, sometimes your heart gets you into trouble. And, you know, if you follow your mind, you know, it's just, there's so much technicalities. Like, it's just like, it doesn't need to be that difficult. What do you enjoy? What do you see yourself doing? You know, what makes you happy? Could I just sit here and do this without it being something that I want to do because I don't have nothing else to do? No. I mean, there are other passions that I have. I do have other things that I'm passionate about. I always wanted to be a race car driver. Why did I never pursue that? I don't know. Fear. Probably fear. Like, back then, you know, since I was a teenager, I love to drive fast, so maybe not like I used to, but I always wanted to be a race car driver. And I know they had, like, they were called Powder Puff. I don't even know if they call it that anymore, but Powder Puff, like, race drivers or whatever, race car drivers for females. I always wanted to do that. I might do that one day, but will it be like my career? No, it might just be something that I can get into as a hobby because it's something that I've always wanted to do. And to not go after things that you've always wanted to do and at least try it is crazy. Because if you have the opportunity, that is. But if the opportunity is there and you don't take it, just, man, you have to go after it. You cannot let fear paralyze you. And I know fear has paralyzed me a few times, you know, in different areas. And the last thing I want to do is make any more mistakes, and we're going to make them. But the last thing I want to do is have regrets. And, you know, I am 50 plus. I'm not 25. I don't care if I feel like I'm 25 inside. And, you know, age is just a number. It really is. And you are how you feel. But realistically, my body is 50 years old. And health-wise, and if you put it all together and you were like put it out on paper, the fact that I'm sitting here talking to you guys with a level head, that's not even logical. But it happened because it was meant for me to be here. This is my calling. I'm meant to be here. I still have things to finish on this earth. So yeah, realistically, you know, I have to take the chances that maybe I didn't take in the past because of fear, or because it just didn't make sense back then to do it. Pretty much I'm doing everything right now that I feel like I need to be doing. I pray about everything before I do it. I look at the pros and the cons, and, you know, as you get older, if you're 25 or you're 20 or you're 50 or 80, whatever, you know, you really have to stop and think about what you're doing and what is the long run, the long term. What's it going to look like, you know, 10 years down the line? And is this something I need to be doing? But don't worry about what people around you are going to say. Don't worry about what anybody's going to think. I might drive a race car one day. I also want to go skydiving. I'm afraid of heights. But my oldest daughter went skydiving, and I think she was afraid of heights too. I'm not sure. But she said it was amazing. That was the best feeling in the world. And I can only imagine. Am I terrified? Yes. But am I going to not do it because I'm terrified? No. I think I'm going to do it. I'm working towards that. I did go parasailing over the ocean, and that was amazing. Like, that was amazing in the Bahamas over the ocean, and I'm afraid of heights. So yeah, it's a whole different feeling. All I'm saying is go after what you're passionate about. Whether you're gifted for it or not, you will find out, and live your life, live your dreams. Don't put your life on hold. Yes, we want to love and put others first because that's what you're supposed to do. But you have to take care of you. You're number one. No matter what, you are number one. You have to be happy and healthy. And yes, we're going to be considerate. We're not going to be rude, and we're not going to be hateful, and we're not going to discount others' dreams. And, we do need to support each other. And I think that's huge. But if you don't get the support from a loved one or your spouse or a friend that you feel that they should support you, or maybe they just kind of brush you off and just kind of, oh yeah, okay, but this, okay, but that, and you're so passionate about it in your heart, and you're just like, man, this is like something that's so important to me, and like, why are they not being happy or excited? Or obviously, people aren't going to be fired up for our passions, but we want people to support us and love us, and to say, you know what, hey, I think you should go for it, and not be like, look how many people are doing it. Like, do you really want to do it? Like, you're already 50 something, like, do you really want to start doing that? Like, why don't you just relax? Like, you're retired now. And it's like, no. I think as soon as I stop, that's when we start to die. I am not looking to die anytime soon. And I have a lot to give. And yeah, I have bad days. And actually, I'm sick right now. I've been sick the past 2 days. I think my last video I talked about how it was a bad day but not a bad life, and it wasn't one of my worst days. Well, this past 2 days have been a couple of my worst days. But could you tell? I put makeup on, I did my hair, I got ready to do my video, and it actually made me feel a little bit better. Today is a little bit better than yesterday because I was super sick, didn't sleep the night before the whole entire night. So yesterday I felt like a zombie. I was in pain. I was just like, oh. It's in those moments where you have to hold your peace and remember and keep your faith and tell yourself this too shall pass. We have to tell ourselves that a lot in this life. I do probably more than a lot of other people, and maybe some people more than me. But take each day, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. Do what you want to do in this life. You only get one chance. We don't get a second shot unless you believe in reincarnation and all that. And if you do, I don't think you even know if you come back where you were before. Like, we have no memory of that. But as far as we are aware, we only get one shot. So make it the best. Make it the best you can. And I wished I would have learned all this 20 years ago. I really do. But I didn't. Everything has its timing. My time is now. And the work that I did before that, I loved it. I wish I could still be doing it, but that time ran out. It ran its course. I'm in a different phase now. This is a different chapter of my life in my book. And I'm going to go for it with all I have. I'm going to have good days. I'm going to have bad days. And I'm grateful for all. I'm grateful for all the days. Because on my bad days, it just reminds me of how much I need God. And for me, that's me, not speaking for anybody else. Whatever you believe, I 100% support whatever you believe. But for me, it just reminds me of how much I need God. And it just pulls me closer, and it just regrounds me. And because sometimes I go and go and go, and I get too far ahead of myself. And that's been my problem. Probably one of my problems throughout my whole life is not thinking long enough before deciding on something. And I probably could have avoided a lot. I know I could have avoided a lot of mistakes and a lot of heartache. And but once again, could I have? Like, it was all part of my story. All those things were meant to happen to lead me up to where I am right now. So you could look at it so many different ways, but to try to make sense of it all, we'll never be able to make sense of anything in this lifetime. Not in this lifetime, not on this earth. Yeah, I know it'll all make sense one day. But I'm not going to sit here for the rest of my life trying to rack my brain around why did I get sick and why do I still have side effects, and am I going to get it again? And I know all the risk factors, I know all the possibilities, but I'm not going to live in that, and I'm not going to live in what happened to me. And I have been through a lot in my life, and I do have pity parties because I'm human. But I'm not going to be afraid to go after what I'm passionate about or what my heart's telling me to do. For whatever reason, God put on my heart, or was just in my heart today, to do this video, because I wanted to share this, and because talking about what I'm passionate about all the time, and really like reiterating to people, like, that's what I'm passionate about. I'm doing what I'm passionate about. And it's like, wait. I am passionate about it, but it's a gift that I have, and I want to share that gift. And I also have the gift of speaking, and I believe that God has given me this platform to speak, to answer questions, to ask questions, to teach. No, I'm not a teacher. No, I don't have a degree, but I am pretty smart in a lot of different areas, and I'm pretty sure that I could teach you quite a few things that maybe you didn't know, and vice versa. But you know what, guys? Don't beat yourself up. If you fail or it doesn't work out, try again. And if it's something that you're truly not just passionate about, but you're supposed to be doing, you keep doing it. You're gonna get better. You're not going to just stay the same. You're not going to stay in one place. The only way you're going to stay in one place is if you don't take action. And for me, that's not an option. I'm going to keep pushing forward, and I don't care how many walls I run into or how many times I trip and fall. This is what I want to do. This is what I enjoy. I'm going to speak. I'm going to do makeup. I'm going to dance. I'm going to maybe go falling out of an airplane one day, and maybe drive that race car. But I do enjoy living life a little bit on the edge, and it's kind of gotten me in trouble in the past, but I mean, it's okay because that's me, and I'm just being me. I love riding my motorcycle. Everybody says it's dangerous, it's crazy, you're crazy, where's your helmet? And I know I should wear a helmet, you guys. Like, I'm not trying to be cute and funny about not wearing a helmet, because you need to wear a helmet if you're riding a motorcycle. And yes, I need to practice what I preach. I have this little thing though, and it's not just me, but if you ride a Harley and you wear a helmet, kind of doesn't go together. But I don't want to go off on that because I don't want to get a bunch of hate. Um, but for me, and I always just speak for me. I'm not speaking for what you should do and what I think you should do. I'm just talking about what I think, for me, and just trying to say, if you are 25 years old and you're watching my video, do it now. Start now. Don't worry about what people are going to say. People are always going to have something to say, whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. Positive, negative. If you're doing something positive, I trust me that somebody will have something negative to say, and no matter what it is that you're doing. So don't live for other people. Live for you. Live for you. Obviously, without hurting people. Obviously, with considering other people's feelings. And if you have children, or if you're thinking about having kids, you obviously have to plan around all that. But for the most part, follow your dreams. Follow your heart. And if you don't try, you'll never know. And I just realized that I have multiple things that I'm passionate about, and maybe only gifted in a couple, and that's okay. Because although I can't be the lead singer of a band, I could be a backup singer, okay? I can't be a choreographer, but I could be a backup dancer, because I got moves. Like, seriously, I got moves. I might show you some of my moves in a video, because I do have some exciting, fun stuff coming up. And some of the stuff I haven't seen, and some of the stuff I have seen, but they're not going to do it my way. Like I said before, nobody can be you better than you. And yeah, so you know what, guys? Let me know what you think. Let me know what your philosophy is on things. And also, don't let people tell you you can't. Don't let people tell you, well, I tried it and it didn't work, or I've seen this amount of people try it and it didn't work for them. So, how are you any different? You are different. We are different. We are all different. And just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it's not going to work for you, and vice versa. So go after what you love. Go after what you're passionate about. If you can focus on it, obviously I can right now. Maybe you can and also do your job, or maybe I don't know, you want to change your career and you're scared that it's going to be the wrong choice. Think about it, weigh it out, write things down. Obviously you're not going to just jump into something. Pray about it if you believe. Pray about it in whichever way that you pray, and just believe. I truly believe that anything that's meant to be is going to be, and there's not going to be anything stopping it. I believe whatever God's plan was for my life has manifested itself, because here I am sitting here and I'm speaking and I'm sharing. And it's one of the things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about speaking and being heard, and sharing and interacting. And I wish right now I had an audience to interact with, but I don't. And I hope someday soon that I'll be able to interact with you guys, and you guys will ask me questions, and I'm going to go live also, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, guys, so just know that sometimes your passions and your gifts are two different things, and sometimes they're one and the same. But don't make yourself crazy trying to figure it all out. Just go with the flow. Take one day at a time. But don't let fear paralyze you. Don't let fear keep you from doing what it is that you want to do. You don't want regrets. I have a few regrets, and a few too many, and I don't have time to waste. I want this second part of my life to be the best part of my life. I'm so happy, and a lot of bad things have happened, but I can tell you 110%, um, God is my witness, I am truly, truly, genuinely happy. Despite circumstances, despite anything that's happened or anything that's going on in the world around me, I am truly, truly grateful and appreciative, and I truly am happy, and I feel blessed to have this opportunity to share this part of my life with you guys. And yeah, so let's interact. Leave me some questions, leave me some comments, give me some ideas of what you'd like to see me do or you want to talk about, any topic. I'm here for it. Like I said, you guys, I think I have like 17 followers now, which is not too bad. I would like to have at least 1,700, but that'll maybe in time. You never know. Somebody might, put my name in the right person's ear and things might start happening. But that's the exciting part, right? We don't know what's going to happen. And I'm going to just enjoy myself while I'm getting to where I know that I'm going to be. And, I'm not where I used to be. And I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for that. And I know I'm definitely not where I need to be. But I'm enjoying the ride and I'm enjoying the process. And I want you guys to do the same thing too. And if it's in your mind, in your heart, and you can't stop thinking about it, go for it. Go for it. This is your life. This is your one chance, your one shot. And sometimes opportunity comes around twice, but sometimes it doesn't. So, for whatever it's worth, take it from me. Don't waste precious time. Every day is a gift. Tomorrow's not promised to any one of us. We have today. Live for today. Be in the moment. And you know what, you guys? Tell each other you love each other. Appreciate the people that you have in your life. If it's one person, appreciate that person. If you have a lot of people in your life, great, amazing. That's wonderful, because that's not very common. But we need to appreciate each other now. Like, while we have each other, we need to appreciate that life is short. We're only here for a blink of an eye. Our babies are growing up. My babies have babies. I have 8 grandbabies. And I can't believe that, because it seemed like just yesterday I was just having my first child. And that was 34 years ago. And that's how fast life goes by. And that's scary. So no, I don't want to waste any more time. And I am going to do what I want to do. And if I'm not feeling good, I'm not going to do it. And I can't be persuaded. The days of me being persuaded to do things that I don't want to do are gone. And why would anybody who loves me want me to do anything that I don't want to do anyway? So, that kind of like, not necessarily weeds people out, but it kind of puts things into perspective on where are you on their value, what matters to you, like where are you on their list of importance. And so you have to kind of just pick and choose and just really be careful and use discernment and kind of know who's on your team and who's not on your team. And if you're a team of one, then you're a team of one, and give it all you have. If you've got cheerleaders, then amen, But I'm here. I could be your cheerleader. I could be your shoulder. I could be your ear. And just use me as your example that good things can happen no matter what you go through in life. Cancer, abuse, you name it. I'm here to say you can get a second chance, and if you get a second chance or a third chance, don't waste it. Don't waste your chance. I refuse to just throw away this opportunity that God has given me. And God has been good to me. He has been wonderful to me. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without him. And I wouldn't be where I'm at had I not gone through the good and the bad. So Anyway, guys, with that being said, I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Share my channel. Give this video a like if it was helpful, if you enjoyed it. If nothing else, I'm entertaining. And, you know, I do have some good advice. And I do have a lot to share. And I want to share. So leave me some ideas of what you would like. And or just simply enjoy my videos and enjoy, you know, enjoy the ride with me, because I'm gonna just ride out into the sunset, and I just see nothing but good days ahead, and I'm super blessed and grateful to actually feel that every fiber of my being tells me that I'm on the right path, and I'm so happy for that. I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you in my next one, and the next one's going to be a pretty good one too. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and as always, peace, love, and happiness. Be safe. Love you guys. Bye.